The growing importance of effective project management. The ever-increasing array of large, complex, and technically challenging projects in today's world has made effective project managers more valuable than ever. To successfully manage projects, people require the tools, techniques, and knowledge to handle various aspects of project management, such as confirming a project's justification, developing project objectives and schedules, maintaining commitment for a project, holding people accountable, and avoiding common project pitfalls. Confirming your project's justification. Understanding the project's purpose is crucial for its success. This knowledge not only ensures that appropriate objectives and desired results are framed at the outset, but also energizes project team members and fuels their commitment to achieve those objectives and results. Take the following steps to determine your project's justification. 1. Identify your project's drivers and determine their needs and expectations. For example, in a software development project, the drivers might include the client, stakeholders, and end users. 2. Look for existing statements that confirm your project's support of your organization's priorities. Consult various documents and speak with people who attended meetings where the project was discussed. 3. When checking with people or written documents for confirmation of your project's justification, follow several best practices, such as finding multiple sources, getting information from primary sources, using written sources, having at least one other person present in meetings, writing down all information, meeting with key audiences at least 2 times, and confirming what you heard with written sources. Tips for developing meaningful project objectives. Developing concise and unambiguous project objectives increases the chances of successfully accomplishing them. Follow these pointers to ensure your project objectives are crystal clear. 1. Focus on outcomes rather than activities. For example, increase sales revenue by 10% is preferable to implement a new marketing strategy. 2. Make sure your objectives are SMART, specific, measurable, aggressive, realistic, and time-sensitive. For instance, increase website traffic by 20% within 6 months is a SMART objective. 3. Use clear language and avoid technical jargon or acronyms. 4. Ensure every objective has at least one measure and every measure has at least one performance target. For example, if your objective is to improve customer satisfaction, one measure could be average customer satisfaction rating, and the performance target could be 90%. Developing achievable project schedules. Producing your project's results on schedule is essential for its success. Take the following steps to create a realistic and attainable project schedule. 1. Identify all required activities. For instance, in a software development project, activities might include requirements gathering, design, development, testing, and deployment. 2. Break down activities into sufficient detail. Instead of listing a single activity like design user interface, break it down into create wireframes, develop mockups, review with stakeholders, and finalize design. 3. Always consider both duration, the number of work periods required to perform an activity, and interdependencies, the order in which activities are performed, as you develop your project schedule. 4. Identify your strategy for performing each activity before estimating its duration. For example, choose whether to use an agile or waterfall methodology for software development before estimating development time. 5. Factor in the availability of resources, such as the number of hours a team member can work on the project each day. 6. Recognize and write down all assumptions related to your project and its schedule, such as potential budget constraints or the need for external consultants. 7. Identify and plan for all significant project schedule risks, like potential delays due to external dependencies or resource unavailability. 8. Reexamine and revise your original schedule after project approval and before starting work on it. 9. Involve your project drivers and supporters in developing the schedule to ensure their buy-in and understanding of the timeline and milestones, eliciting and sustaining commitment for projects. As a project manager, you need your team members to work together to successfully reach the project's final objectives and goals. Follow these tips to foster enthusiasm and commitment among your project team members throughout the project lifecycle. 1. Clarify project benefits for the organization and individual team members. For example, explain how a new software implementation will streamline processes and improve productivity for the organization, while also enhancing team members' skill sets. 2. Involve team members in the planning process, encouraging their input and incorporating their suggestions whenever possible. 3. Help people see that the project plan is feasible by presenting a well-researched and realistic schedule, budget, and scope. 4. Address issues, concerns, and questions promptly and openly to maintain trust and communication within the team. 5. Provide frequent, meaningful feedback to your team members, recognizing their hard work and progress. 6. Acknowledge people's contributions, celebrating milestones and achievements together. 7. Encourage collaboration and open communication among team members to create a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Holding people accountable. Holding team members accountable for their performance is essential for project success. Here are some effective ways to hold the people on your project team accountable. 1. Involve those who have authority over your team members, such as their direct supervisors or department heads. 2. Be specific regarding desired results, timeframes, and resource budgets, ensuring everyone has a clear understanding of their responsibilities. 3. Obtain your team members' commitment and ensure they fully understand and agree to their roles and tasks. 4. Put all commitments in writing to prevent miscommunication or misunderstandings. 5. Agree on a plan for monitoring your team members' progress and follow it consistently. 6. Inform other team members of the commitments made to foster a sense of shared responsibility. 7. Create a sense of urgency and importance about the project to maintain motivation. 8. Express appreciation for the effort put in and the results achieved, reinforcing positive behavior. 9. Meet your commitments to your team, demonstrating that you lead by example. Avoiding common project management pitfalls. Addressing issues early in the project can help reduce the negative impacts of common pitfalls. Here are some pitfalls to avoid. 1. Framing vague project objectives. Ensure project objectives are specific, measurable, and include appropriate measures and specifications. 2. Overlooking key audiences. Identify your project's drivers and supporters, including ultimate end users of your project's products. 3. Failing to document assumptions. Document project assumptions to ensure everyone is operating under the same set of assumptions and to periodically check for updates. 4. Backing into project schedules. Instead of forcing a schedule to fit constraints, consider the time and resources realistically available and explore different ways of using them to increase the chances of project success. 5. Not getting key commitments in writing. Increase communication accuracy and commitment by putting all agreements in writing. 6. Failing to keep the plan up to date. Regularly update the project plan to ensure everyone knows their responsibilities and the current status of the project. 7. Not having formal change control. Follow a formal process for evaluating the effect of project changes to prevent overlooking important consequences and to keep affected parties informed. 8. Not communicating effectively. Improve communication to ensure everyone is working with the same information, fostering team morale and commitment to overall project success. In conclusion, effective project management is crucial in today's world of complex and technically challenging projects. By confirming a project's justification, developing clear objectives, creating achievable schedules, maintaining commitment, holding people accountable, and avoiding common pitfalls, project managers can greatly increase their chances of success. Incorporating these strategies and techniques will not only lead to better project